Hello, so this is our quiz for our mission statement for AeroVision Solutions, where AeroVision Solutions delivers a high precision aerial data and imaging services to improve safety, efficiency, and decision making across infrastructure and construction industries. Our market niche and who we be targeting will be focusing on construction infrastructure inspection industry. This has a strong demand for unmanned aerial system services due to the accurate site data, worker safety, less people in dangerous situations, high costs associated with traditional surveying and inspections. This solves the problems it solves. Traditional inspections and surveying methods are time consuming, expensive, and potentially dangerous, while our services provide a faster data collection, reduced labor costs, and safer inspection methods. Some of the services we provide are aerial mapping and surveying, infrastructure inspections, and construction progress monitoring. These were selected specifically because they are in high demand for a lot of our customers. They provide repeat business opportunities, and they offer a strong return on investment for our clients. Next, we'll get into the FAA compliance and our safety plan. So our Part 107 certification, all pilots will hold a valid Part 107 remote pilot certificate, and it will also have a recurrent training every 24 months that we'll have at our company. Some of the airspace considerations was we use LANC for controlled airspace authorization, and we'll conduct pre-flight airspace checks using tools like before you fly. Apply for, and we'll do waivers as needed. And some of the qualifications we have for our pilots is minimum flight training hours, standard operating procedures, and emergency procedure training. And then we'll also have a maintenance and logs. We'll maintain flight logs. We'll keep our battery cycle logs and maintenance records. Pre- and post-flight inspections will also be required. We will use the PAVE model, pilot, aircraft, environment, external pressures, and also to mitigate safety, we'll do visual line of sight, will be maintained, weather minimums will be strictly enforced, redundant systems for critical missions, and then we'll also check NOTAMs and TFRs before every flight.
Now I will go over the technology and the equipment that will be used in this flight. Our drone will be the DJI Mavic 3 Enterprise. It has a 4 third CMOS RGB camera. It's up to 45 minutes of flight time. RTK capabilities, wind resistance up to 15 miles per second. The camera, mapping, media, optional, RTK module, and future expansion. We're looking into a thermal sensor, extra batteries, RTK base station, landing pads, high visibility strobes, and a drone deploy Pix 4D mapping model. Geospatial analysis and construction workflow using the AutoCAD integration. Justification. All right, setup, the balance, cost, and performance, supports multiple service types, provides high accuracy for professional clients. I'll be going over the pricing and revenue model. Our mapping is 150 to 300 per acre. Inspections are 200 to 500 per structure. And progress mapping is a monthly contract of $500 to $2,000. Cost drivers are travel distance, flight time, data processing time, equipment, depreciation, insurance costs. Examples of said revenue scenarios would be 3 mapping jobs a week, 2 inspections a week, or and a weekly revenue of around $3,200 or $12,000 a month. Simple job quota. For an example, our client would be random company, site project mapping, 25 acres, scope of work, aerial mapping of entire site, generation of Orthmazak map and 3D model, high resolution mapping, 3D terrain model, downloadable data files, and a timeline of 1 flight day and a processing of 2 to 3 days. That will round out to a total cost of $3,750.
And then for our client, ABC Construction, the project will be site mapping, which is 25 acres. The scope of work will be aerial mapping of entire site and generation of orthomosaic map and 3D models. The deliverables will be a high-resolution orthomosaic, 3D terrain model, and downloadable data files. The timeline will be a 1-day flight and 2 to 3 days of processing, which will be a total cost of $3,750. And then data products and client value, the deliverables will be orthomosaic maps, like I said before, 3D models, and inspection reports, which will include annotated images and highlighting defects, and supporting maintenance decisions. For the client value, will be better decision making, safety improvements, cost savings, time efficiency, and regulatory support. And then our marketing and competitive strategy will be, our target market will be construction companies, property developers, infrastructure managers, and local contractors. Our marketing channels will be professional website, our Instagram and LinkedIn portfolios, networking with contractors and on-site demos. And then building trust will be before and after our projects visuals, free demos for first-time clients, and testimonials and case studies from previously worked jobs. A sample advertisement that we have is AeroVision Solutions Precision from Above, with construction mapping, infrastructure inspections, and progress tracking, fast, safe, and accurate. And then contact us today for a quote. And then our scalability and growth plan would include hiring additional pilots to expand our service area and increase job capacity, adding advanced sensors like thermal cameras, LiDAR, and multispectral cameras. Expanding our industries would include agriculture analysis, emergency response support, and real estate media. And then subscription services would include monthly construction monitoring packages and then reoccurring inspection contracts. And then our BVLOS operations would include future expansion into beyond visual line of sight and increased efficiency for large area coverage. And then our partnerships would include government contractors, engineering firms, and surveying companies. And then here are our references in APA format.